My name is Iwisi. It means I will not be lost in a strange land. I'm here to tell a story of an encounter I had with God in my house. To understand my story, I'm going to just tell you a bit of what I do. I'm a set designer. What that means is I build scenes, I stage scenes for people. So if a person wants to reenact where they first got engaged, or someone wants to create a scene, some sort of scene that depicts a story, they call me. What that means is I have to deal and work with artists. I have to interpret what I want to someone to sketch, draw, and produce for me. Now, prior to this encounter, I couldn't draw. I have artistic blood running through my veins. My father was an artist, so I've always been artistic. I always have had an affinity for color and for lines, but I've never been able to draw. That gift or that talent went to my older brother. So for years, I depended on him and anyone else who was so artistically inclined to help me draw out my thoughts. On the 8th of August 2018, I was sitting at home and we were in the middle of a project, one of my projects, my set design projects for a client. He was turning 60 and I had maxed out on all my assistants. My brother, my art assistant, all of them were busy on this same project, but we needed more hands. I needed to be able to draw something else. Now that day I needed to sketch something to send out for my production team to create. It was a door. And so I was sitting at the table, my dining table at home, and I was just trying to draw. And I wasn't drawing well, like I couldn't draw at all. I couldn't draw very well, I couldn't, And so while I was there, I heard a knock on the door. My brother came in. He was meant to come and just, look over the things that the art assistant had done, because my brother is the head of art direction for my company. So he came and saw me sitting on the table and he saw what I was trying to do. He said to me, you know what, Ibisi, switch to your left hand. I was trying to draw with my right. And so I'm thinking to myself, I can't draw a straight line with a ruler with my right. Why should I draw with my left? But just thought, let me just do what he said. And as I put the pencil in my left hand and began to draw, something inexplicable began to happen. I noticed that my hand suddenly became more sure of what it was doing. Now, I wasn't drawing anything in particular. It wasn't like I was drawing a horse or a chair. I was just trying to draw. And as I left my hand and just didn't try to think about what I was doing, something began to form. And so when I saw that begin to happen, I quickly switched to my right hand. I drew that evening from about 7, this thing started about 7 p.m. on the 8th of August 2018. I drew that day straight through the night till about 6 a.m. 9th of August 2018. Why? Because I was afraid. I thought that somehow that gift would die. If I slept or if I stopped, it would just disappear. But it did not. This is 2 years later and I'm still drawing. I've drawn and I've grown more proficient at it. What was interesting, what was fascinating to me about that gift and the way it came was that when I began to draw, I didn't draw like I was just starting to draw. I drew like I'd been drawing for a long time. It had to have been an impartation. I'd never seen anything like that before. I used to hear things like that and I used to think people were making those stories up until it happened to me. I wasn't praying for it at the time. I'd always wanted it, but I wasn't praying for it at the time. But God just came and gave me that gift and it has grown. Now, to end this story, to make it kind of a bit more weird, in case you thought it was weird, let me make it weirder for you. I've been drawing now like that for about 2 years. There's a particular game on House Party called, I don't know the name, but you have to draw the thing you're trying to guess for the people trying to guess it. I hate trying to draw, so my other party members sometimes they would have, select me to draw. And there I am trying to draw something like maybe a cup or a spoon. And they don't know what I'm drawing. I'm trying to draw it and it looks horrible. I have to actually write cup, spoon, so that they get what I'm saying. We can move on to the next, round. That's how badly I draw. Now, this is 2 years after I got that impartation. I remember sitting there and thinking, why am I not drawing the way I drew that first day? And, the way I've continued to draw. And it dawned on me that it's not a talent. It's like an impartation. It is like the Holy Spirit takes my hand and draws through me real time. When I engage him, when I'm conscious of him and tell him, use my hand, then I'm able to draw that way. When I draw normally, just pick up a pencil and just draw I draw the old way. I draw the way, which shows that it isn't quite a talent that I was born with. It's an impartation, it's a gift. It's something that happens when I draw on the power of the Holy Spirit, what it has taught me. And I'll end with this, is the depths of potential in the Holy Spirit. I call him my advantage. I walk into a room and I know that because I have the Holy Spirit, I can do better. I can think deeper. I can see farther because he's there. There is unlimited potential in him. And so I can, if I need to sing sonorously without missing key, I truly believe that he can help me do that. So that's what this gift has done for me. And I hope that whoever hears this is encouraged to engage the Holy Spirit, dig deep, and see what wonders he can do through you. Thank you for listening.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and most importantly, share. And oh, wait. Also, don't forget to turn on post notification. Bye.